Alrighty. So, Holly, have you got the band?
Yeah.
Get that. Okie dokie. Rightio. So I'm not sure, Holly, if you caught the beginning of this or not. We're going to do some work on the shoulders as well as on the thoracic spine to start off with. So we'll be doing lots of rotation and flexion and extension, bringing the band into it so we start working the shoulders. Okay, so the whole of the shoulders, rotator cuff into the back of the scapula towards the spine. You can use a light band for shoulder work. I only have a medium one here with me today. So, you know, a light band is always a good starting point, especially if you have shoulders that are a little bit tender and sensitive to some form. And I want you just to take your bolster a little bit away from the spine and then lay down and then extend the legs away. I have the band between my thumb and my index finger, and it's loose for the time being, because I just want you to open up in the shoulder joints, so rolling the humeral heads backwards and opening up in the chest, bringing the feet together. And I'd like you to actively bring the feet together and your hips in a neutral position. So the feet are pointed straight down, not out to the side, which will suggest you're more of an external rotation. Try and bring your hips into a neutral position. And just open up, and we're just going to do some breathing here to start off with. All right. Dancing Queen by Abba going on in the background. Excellent. I'd like you to take a big breath in through the nose. Hold it just for a moment and then slowly sigh it out. Inhale in through the nose. Take the breath all the way down to the belly. I know it feels a little bit restricted because we're in this lengthened position in the front of the body, but just do your best. And then as you exhale, just allow the body to feel heavier. As the breath goes out. Take a breath. And exhale. I'm going to do a couple more. And I just want you to start moving the arms. Inhale. And hold. And slowly exhale. And as you breathe out, just focus on bringing the hands a little bit closer together on your band. And on your next inhale, I want you to bring the arms overhead as far as you feel that you can. So you'll be fully extended in the shoulder here. Try not to lift the rib cage off your bolster. See if you can just push that back down onto the bolster and just keep the length through the shoulders. Take a breath in. And this time, as you exhale, I want you to pull on the band just a little bit. We're going to roll up straight away. So take the chin down to the chest. Push off the bolster. And as you reach forward, pull the band apart a little bit. The chin is down towards the chest. Inhale here. And then as you exhale, relax the band and slowly roll down onto your bolster. As the arms come over, inhale, reach, keep the band relaxed. Exhale, start bringing the arms over, pulling on the band a little bit, chin towards the chest. And as you reach forward, take a big breath out and pull the band apart. Not too much. Inhale, relax the band. Exhale, start to roll back down again. We're going to do 2 more. Slowly lowering the spine down, reaching back as you inhale. Exhale, on the band just a little bit. You might want to take a little breath in at the top, and as you exhale, reach and pull away. Inhale, release. Exhale down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Take a big breath out as you reach forward and pull on the band. Reach, 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 reach. And this time I want you to restack the spine, sitting up nice and tall, and just relax the band in front of you. I'm going to turn around and just show you what I'm doing with the band. You guys can stay where you are. You bring your feet together and your knees out to the side. Feel free to sit on your bolster if you feel it's difficult to sit up. But you see my hands are wider than my shoulders, okay? And I've got a bit of slack on the band, all right? Because we're going to go out. As you breathe in, I want you to bring the arms straight out into a T. And then as you exhale, bring it back to your starting position. Now, really concentrate on the length of your spine. Inhale, open up. So sit tall. And if your legs are too close in towards you, it's going to feel like you're wanting to roll through the spine. So take the feet away. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Focus on the spine. Lift as you breathe in. Exhale. If the hands start getting sore, just release them for a moment. You can change your grip. Just going to do 2 more here. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. And exhale, close and hold. Just bring the arms down for a moment. I just want you to put them onto your hands onto your knees. Just a couple of rolls with the shoulders. Probably need it at this point. Bring the arms back up, but actually now I want you to lift them overhead as high as you go. Again, my hands are wider than my shoulders here, and I've got a decent amount of slack. So we're going to laterally flex, so bending over to the side. So as you bend, try to avoid taking the arms and not the body. I want the body to go. So you open up in the ribcage on one side, hold the head, and then as you exhale, you pull the hand down towards the floor, and your other arm is up at 12 o'clock. And then inhale as you bring it up, and then exhale as you sit tall. So you just breathe as you move, laterally flex, push, release, and up, over. So take a moment just to think about what's going on with the sit bones. Try not to fall off the sit bones. You want to try and keep them as evenly weighted, which is a bit of a challenge when you're moving from the top of the body. The rest wants to follow. So just go as far as you can without compromising your seated position. One more on each side. Over, hold, pull. Do you breathe out? Lifting up and in. Over to the side. Reach and pull. Lift up. Coming back up into the center. And bring the arms down. Place the hands on the shoulders. So again, just kind of flick the hands out if you're feeling a bit sore from gripping on. And then I want you to bring the band up front. So again, my hands are outside my shoulders. Okay, they're in a sort of bend position, I guess. I'm just going to check the height of the spine as I sit up and forward just a little bit on the pelvis. You know, if you're getting tired in the hip flexor sitting here, get some height by sitting up on the bolster, okay, or a pillow or whatever you have. And we're going to rotate this time. And again, it's not the shoulders, it's in the rib cage. So sitting tall, take a breath. and then you rotate in the rib cage and hold. And we're going to do that same thing. So the back arm, reach it round, and you can look. Bring it back in again, and then rotate the rib cage back into center. Rotating, so you're pivoting on the spine, pulling back as you breathe out. Coming back in, and back into center. Going to do 2 more on each side. Rotating the rib cage, hold. Exhale, pull, look. Bring it back in, into center. And rotate, hold, and pull. And back into center. Last set, find your length. Try not to do this. Rotate, hold, pull. Come back in. Exhale, pull. Release the band and bring the rib cage back in. Again, take the arms down and just work the shoulders. Okay, so we're going to change the position of the band. I'm now going to bring my elbows into my side, and the band is on the palms of the hands. So I just secure that with my thumb. Equally, you can grip onto it if you want to, okay, but not too hard. Sitting tall in the spine. We're going to keep our elbows as closer, and you want a little bit of slack on the band because it's quite it can feel quite an intensive movement. So as you exhale, I want you to pull out. Okay, I'm try to keep my elbows in, and then as you inhale, you release. So you see, it's not very far. So we're focusing on the external rotators of the shoulder, and then releasing the band slowly for the internal. Okay, external rotation, and external. Got the dog trying to do the limbo under the camera, so anything could happen. And reach. And give myself a bit more distance. What's up, puppy? You want to try and get through? A couple more. Done. And last one. And in. And just relax and roll. Now, if you have shoulder pain, get pains in the shoulders or weakness in the shoulders, I suggest you do a few rounds of those. Okay, so you do a few, take a rest, do a few, take a rest, do a few, take a rest. Let's do 3 sets of that. All right, it's a really good strengthening exercises for quite a few of the muscles that around the rotator cuff. So it's a good one to do. Okay, so the arms are out front again. Again, give some slack in the band. So we're going to go overhead this time. So as you inhale, you reach up, and as you exhale, you pull down. And then you lift up and bring the arms back in front and hold. Lift, 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 lift. Keep the shoulders down. Try not to bring them up here. Pull. Release. And down. Inhale. Exhale. And lift. Lengthen the spine as you go up and down. 3 more. Reach up. Pull down. And down. Again, lift. Pull. Up. And down. Last one. Reach, 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 reach. Pulling down. Lifting up. And bring the band back down. Roll the shoulders. Twinkle the hands. Okay. So we're going to move to triceps. I'm going to turn around so you can see what I'm doing. What I want you to do is take the band, place it down the middle of the back. Now, depending on the mobility of your shoulders, will depend on where you can hold this. Okay. So the more you hold your hands, the closer you hold your hands, the more resistance that you're going to get. Okay. But if this is what you can do, then that's fine. Okay. So otherwise, try to give yourself a decent amount of resistance. hold in that position, keep yourself seated, and then we pull up and release. So you're working on the triceps, the back of the arm, and release. Lift. And release. So we're going to do 4 more, and we're just going to go over and do the other side. And 3, and 2, and 1. And bring it down, release the band, over to the other side. So exactly the same, take the band down the back, find where your arms can go, where your shoulders can go, give you your resistance. Going to get a bit more resistance on the side, and then off we go, pull. And up. We'll do 4 more. 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Good, and release the band. So what I want you to try and do is keep your arms behind you, okay? Open up in the humeral joint. We're going to hold the band, but my palms are going to face forward. You see? Okay. The palms are facing forward, so my shoulder joint is rolled back. And from here, I'm going to come back and pull slightly away, and then release. So open in the shoulders, reach, and release. Open in the shoulders, reach. So you don't need to pull very hard. Just give it a little bit of resistance. Open, pull, and release. 4 more, open, pull, and release. And 3, pull, and release. And 2, pull, and release. And last one, pull, and release. Okay. The last exercise we're going to do is about just mobility of the shoulder. Okay, we'll do on each side, each shoulder. I want you to have a decent amount of resistance here as well. So again, sitting like this is fine. Your high kneeling position, Kim, is perfect if you want to do it that way. And what we do is hold one hand down, it should be on the floor, and the other arm is long, like a sash, all right? So you sit tall, and what I want you to try and do is not move the body as you bring the arm round. Take this down, let's got some space. And then back round and to the front. Lifting up and round. Over and down. Okay, so try and bring the band around the shoulders and the head. Last one, reach round and back through to the front. Literally just change over to the other side. Hand secured down, lengthen the band, a little bit of resistance, keep the spine tall, and you reach round. Just like that. And back over. And lift the arm and reach. Back round. 3 more. Lift and reach. And 2. Reach. And last one. Round. And reach. And bring the band in, place it down. Release the hands off. Give them a bit of a break. Bring the hands down, and I just want you to roll the shoulders. Just some big rolls. Lifting up, back and round. Lifting up, back and round, and then the other way. Lifting up and around. And then from your seated position, just walk the hands out to the side. So you just kind of walk them out so you've got some length through the arms. And then from here, take the head over to the side and get a stretch into the side, shoulder and neck. lifting back up into the center, over to the other side, reach. Coming back into center. So if you get that stretch and you want a little bit more, what you can do is walk the hand away a little bit more and it gets a little bit more stretch. And lift and over to the other side, walking the hand away, body. One more on each side. Reach. And last one. Reach. And again, just put them along. Okay. So that little sequence of exercises is either part or all of that. Good for shoulders. There you go, Holly. Use your band. Remember, I think a red band is probably the best one to start off with, especially if you have any kind of shoulder pathology. And then you can move on to a bit more of a higher resistance band after that. Okay? All right, bands to one side. Keep them handy though, because you might want them later. Okay. I'm just going to stop that.